Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is number 3 of baseball podcast news video sort of thingy.
Yeah, dedication.
Yeah, dedication. We're dedicated on that grind. Got a whole 16 subs right now as we're recording.
Should
So
be at
if
least
you're not,
20.
I know we're getting like hundreds of views on our videos, so like we should have 100 subs in theory. So if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, and yeah, we appreciate the support. So yeah, we're gonna. So what today's video, as you can tell by probably title, we're gonna be talking about ESPN's rankings here for the top 30 free agents, and we're just gonna kind of talk about and see where we think they're gonna go next year, reasons why, and etc. for that.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I
Okay.
think we should just get right into this. So we'll leave a link to this like player ranking
Yeah, it's
ESPN link
got
in the
hundreds
description.
of players on here. We're just gonna do the top 30.
Yeah, we don't want to be here forever. Okay. 31. We're starting with 31. Okay, it is Mike Minor from the Texas Rangers. Even though it says he's on the Athletics, he did get traded, but
Yes, he did.
yeah,
He
he's
did.
from the Athletics.
Um,
So um he
I,
he's a good pitcher. He's a lot of good strikeout numbers, pretty decent walks per nine, but his ERA
veteran
has never been the
veteran pitcher.
greatest.
So I don't expect him going to a. He's not going to go to a rebuilding team for sure.
No.
I expect him to either go to some playoff contending team. I feel like the Padres could be a pretty good landing spot for him, considering they are pretty stacked. And I don't
Hmm.
think he's going to be getting paid big bucks, so he'll fit in right nicely there with Clevenger and Lamet.
Hmm.
He could very well stay in Oakland.
Yeah, I could also see him going to the Angels because we all know they need
Yeah.
pitching help, and there's quite a few like three or four like guy rotation pitchers in this free agency pool. No one, there's the only like superstar is Trevor Bauer, but there's a lot of good two, three, four pitchers that the
Yeah.
Angels can pick up to put behind maybe Dylan Bundy.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think he definitely could go to LA, the Angels there. And I think if you see one person go to the Angels, it's going to be kind of a they're either going to get none or like four.
Oh yeah,
That's kind
and
of my
I kind of
prediction.
hope that they do get some pitching because Mike Trout needs to make the postseason.
Yeah, poor Mike Trout, man. He's,
Oh
he's
yeah,
getting wasted in there.
I know, and
Clayton Kershaw has more postseason hits than him.
that's so sad. All right, so number 30th, we have Robbie Grossman. He is the left fielder for the Oakland Athletics. I guess quite a few athletic players are free agents this year. So
Hey,
honestly,
athletics like their 1 year contracts, man.
yeah, they like
They're
I mean, they are the Moneyball team.
exactly.
I really don't see him leaving the Athletics. Like, I don't
No,
know where else he would go. Maybe
I
Houston,
can't.
because I heard they're getting rid
Yeah,
of some of their outfielders. But other than
yeah.
that, I can just see
Houston,
him stay there.
especially if George Springer leaves.
Hmm.
And Michael Brantley actually, who's coming up on the list. But if they both leave, I can definitely see him going to Houston. Um, Maybe he can go like on depth for the Dodgers. Like that's always a possibility. But
That's true. Who is it? Pollock is leaving, I think.
yeah, Pollock.
So
I don't think Pollock's gonna stay.
no.
Other team he could really go for that I think he might make an impact is the Diamondbacks.
That's true. They are a young. He is 31, so he's still in his prime, and
Because they don't really have a left fielder. Actually, no, they do. They have David Peralta. Correct. That's my
they
correction.
can move
Never
him to
mind.
right field too, so it doesn't
They
really
have
matter.
Cole Calhoun, and then they have Cattell at center. I didn't know they had. I forgot they had Peralta.
Yeah, but Cole Calhoun, I think he just had kind of a bounce back year, but I don't know if he can do it again. He's getting a little
Yeah.
up in age.
You know what? If MLB, and we'll make a whole separate video on this topic I'm about to say, but MLB, if they keep this DH rule in, that's what I'm basing all these on. I'm basing them off that they all have DHs next year again, which they really should.
I heard they
Um,
won't, but I really hope they do. I don't
I
know where
really
I
hope
heard
they
it.
do.
I don't know. I heard it somewhere, but I can't remember where.
We'll make a whole nother video come closer to that about it. But
Yeah.
if they do have DHs in the National League, I can really see him going to the Diamondbacks then,
Hmm.
because then you could always DH Peralta.
Yeah, that's true. Or you can like DH Cattell or whatever. Or is Cattell? He's the one on
Exactly.
that team. Yeah.
Yeah,
So we're
Cattell's
gonna go
got
in
that
28.
ability.
This is or 29 actually. 29 is Taiwan Walker, starting pitcher of the Toronto Blue Jays, and he's one of the younger players in this free agency market, and he's a pretty good young pitcher. And I think the Jays, as a Jays fan, I would like to say that we'd make a good run for him. But honestly, I think he might re-sign with the Jays. But another team he can probably go to, obviously, the Angels, they need pitching.
Yeah.
Maybe Houston. I could see him in Houston, but I don't think he'll go there.
I could also see him in Cleveland.
Yes, that's true. But they have a
Just
good
because
young core, so I don't know if
that's the
they'll
thing
kind
is
of
they
ruin
do have
that.
a good young core. So I don't know if they're gonna what their plan is for
Hmm.
that. I can always see them going to Cleveland. The other team they can go to is the Cubs because the Cubs they released John Lester. And there was one more pitcher they got rid of for free agency, so I can definitely see him fitting in the Cubs rotation. But
Was it
yeah,
Cole
as a Jays
Hamels?
fan, like you said, I hope he stays with the Blue Jays.
Yeah. I also heard rumors of that he could go to the Yankees. I really hope that doesn't happen,
Whoa,
and I don't think the
he's
Yankees are gonna go for him, but I heard rumors of that too.
well. I guess it depends if the Yankees, as the guys are coming up, if they get Tanaka and Paxton back. But who
Yeah, that's
knows at
true.
this
And
point
J.A.
with the
Happ, he's also
Yankees
a free agent, but he's lower on
and
the
J.
list.
Happ.
Yeah, but they have Severino, Cole, Debbie Garcia, and they're probably gonna re-sign Tanaka. I doubt that they'll
Yeah,
get rid of him.
I
So
don't think Tanaka leaves for sure, but
yeah,
he's coming up, so we'll talk about him.
yeah. So 28th we have Jurgensen Profar, and he was on the Padres. I honestly didn't even know that, so I think
Yeah,
he can pretty much. I think he can go
he
pretty
got
much
traded
anywhere.
from the Athletics to the Padres last year.
Oh, okay, okay.
So
Yeah.
I don't see him leaving San Diego.
Yeah, they're a
Um,
good team. He's 27. I think he is the youngest player, maybe besides Osuna in free agency right now.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I
No,
think he stays
I
there.
don't see him leaving for sure. He's a utility guy that he'll play a lot of innings there, just in depth. And
And if
I
they,
don't really.
yeah, and if
The
they have the
only way I
universal
can see
DH,
him,
he'll be
only
good
team I can
there.
see him going to is if he goes to like Baltimore or he goes to like Seattle, like a team that's in full rebuilding mode for
Yeah.
him to because it would make sense for him, right? He's 27. Say
Hmm.
Seattle's a good example.
I'd
Seattle's
rather
what
see him in Seattle.
yeah, he's what I would say roughly Seattle's 3 years away from making a run,
Hmm.
roughly,
And he'll be 30
right?
by then, so
He'll be 30 by then. So yeah, I'm gonna say he goes to Seattle actually.
that's a good pick. Unless he stays with the Padres.
Yeah,
So above
I
that
guess
in
it's kind of
20,
his mindset, just kind of
mhm.
if he wants to win now or be a part of a group
Yeah,
and win
maybe he could
now but sit on the bench or be a part of a group to possibly win and play innings. So
he could sign a 1 year deal with the Padres, and then maybe if they don't win next year, then he goes to another team as well.
yeah, yeah,
So after this, we have Yadi or Molina, 27th. He is 38 years old, and he's been with the Cardinals his whole life, and I don't see that changing. That's just disrespectful if they get rid of him at this point. So
he's still pretty decently defensive. He can hit for a decent catcher, right? Being 38, I don't see him leaving.
yeah, I
If,
don't either.
if the Cardinals don't re-sign him, um, I don't know what to say about that. But actually, I saw an article by Bleacher Report. I didn't read it because like I didn't want to read it, but
Mhm.
the title was four places that Yachty could land, or four teams that are interested in Yachty. And on the how they have like the article picture,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, so the pictures on there for the teams, it was the Cardinals, the Astros, the Angels, and I don't remember what the last one was, but
I mean, I think the only other team he could go to would probably be the Angels, because who's their catcher? I don't even know. Is it Lucroy still? Um,
Lucroy. I hate Lucroy.
he's
Probably
not.
not.
So yeah, probably not. But if considering we don't know who their catcher is,
Yeah.
I'd say he could go there. But I think the Cardinals would re-sign him. But maybe he can have a reunited with Pujols. Who knows?
Yo, if he does,
Yeah,
that'd
that would be
sick.
so funny. Okay, so we're gonna move on to 25 or 26, and this is Didi Gregorius. And it doesn't say he was on a team in 2020, but he was on the Phillies, so I don't know why I didn't say that. But
I don't see him leaving the Phillies, to be honest.
I kind of do, because I don't think the Angels are gonna re-sign Simmons, so I think Didi might actually go to the Angels.
Really?
Yeah,
See, the other
or
team I can see him going to wasn't the Angels. I could see him going to the Mets.
oh,
Because think
okay,
about it, he likes the New York market. He played in the Yankees for years, right?
that's true.
Likes the New York market. Mets just got a brand new billionaire owner.
He's the richest owner in MLB right now, so he'll
Yeah,
pay some big
I think
bucks too.
like 14 billion or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
he's
If he's
very
gonna
rich. I
get
think it was named
paid that
Cohern.
close
I
to
think his name is.
yeah, Cohen or something like that.
Yeah, it's a lot of money to spend on players. And you never know. The Phillies, I mean, not the Phillies, the Mets can make it could be really surprising this offseason with all
Yeah.
that money that
That's
they
why
have
I
to
have a
spend.
couple players higher up in the list here that I all think they're going to go to the Mets.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah,
So
so
I
I
think
think
Didi's one of the many that are going to go to the Mets here.
so. Mets and Angels, I think, are the two picks for this one.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
say Mets, Angels, and even Phillies. I would say.
yeah. I don't know if the Phillies are like might re-sign him depending on how much money they have to spend because they're paying Bryce Harper quite a bit. So
Hey, you know what? He had a good year last year. He deserved that money. That's all I'm
that's true.
saying.
And they also have Alec Boehm who had a really good
Yeah.
rookie season too. So I think he can maybe fill in the
Yeah, I
gap.
think it depends if they sign Real Muto back.
Oh, that's true.
There's no way Didi's going there because I think Real Muto is going to get paid. We'll talk about him in a little.
He was. I
Obviously,
heard
he's
he was
upcoming
looking.
everywhere.
I heard Real Muto's looking for a 200 million contract. So
Yeah, yeah. I think
that's
it
quite a bit of
depends
money.
on how much I guess if they get Real Muto or not. If not, if they don't get Real Muto, I think Didi they could offer Didi a lot more money.
That's
But
true.
who knows at this point?
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to speed this up. This video's going on pretty long. So
Yeah.
in 25th we have Michael Brantley, who is an outfielder slash DH for the Astros.
I don't see him leave. I like to say I don't see him leaving the Astros, but he's a guy that could just easily go to any contending team that needs an outfielder right now.
Yeah, even a decent leadoff hitter because he can hit
Yeah,
leadoff.
you could
Honestly,
see.
he could go to the Jays, but I don't see it.
Yeah, I was about to say you gotta keep in mind Jay's bias fans here, but
Yes.
he could definitely be an outfielder for the Jays. I think it's unlikely though, but
Yeah, we have a pretty solid outfield. We got Gurriel in left, Teoscar Hernandez in right, but he could easily be a DH and maybe put
yeah.
Brantley and him can swap out. We could maybe put Brantley in center, get rid of Grichuk, but who
Thing is,
knows?
Brantley's old. He's like 33.
Exactly. Like
Right?
he's probably
So,
going to go to a team that wants to win now. I know the Jays are that team. He can maybe even go to the Angels. You never know. Anybody
I
can go to
wouldn't
the
be
Angels.
surprised if he goes to the Yankees, to be honest.
That's true. Oh, I did
Think
hear
about it.
rumors about that too.
Right?
Him and
Think
DJ
about it. I
together.
don't think they're gonna. What?
Him and LeMahieu. That would be
Yeah,
scary.
him and LeMahieu, and I think you still have Judge there. Hicks, Stanton can DH now. They don't have to throw Brett Gardner out there anymore.
Didn't they get rid of Brett Gardner? Did he get
I have no
option
idea.
or non-option?
I didn't even know Brett Gardner was still playing, to be honest.
He had a good year in 2019.
He's like short porch of Yankee Field. Doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah, that's another
honestly, I
reason
agree
why-
with you. I think he can go to
That's another
the
reason why
Yankees.
Brantley would go there too. The short porch. He's a lefty.
Oh, that's smart. I mean, that's pretty
Right.
much any lefty would love to go there.
Yeah, and Yankees are a win now team.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. So then in 24th, we have the second baseman, or the ex-second baseman now for the Cardinals, Colton Wong. I don't know why they got rid of this guy. He's such a good player. Like, I guess they're just trying to
yeah,
dump
I don't-
salary. But
I don't know. I think he goes back. Honestly, I can't.
you think
see him.
so? I don't know. That's
I
kind of
think so.
disrespectful. They just dropped him like that. Like maybe if the Yankees don't re-sign LeMahieu, which I really think they do, they maybe go for Colton Wong.
Yeah,
But
that's the. I think he either goes to the Cardinals or he goes to a big time team like the Yankees.
I feel like if he gets out of St. Louis, he'll just go nuts. Like I
The
just
other
have a
team I could
feeling.
see him going to is the Twins.
Do they not have a second baseman?
They do, but he's still really young.
Oh, okay.
It's the Luis Arraezia guy.
Oh,
I don't know how to
right.
say
He's
it.
pretty good.
Arraez, yeah. So I don't know if the Twins want to speed up the process. Platoon him with Wong here.
Hmm. I see that. I could see that. That's cool. Okay, so 23 is a really solid reliever. I think he's probably a closer. We have Brad Hand for the Cleveland Indians. And there's going to be a lot of teams targeting bullpen pieces like the Phillies, the Red Sox, the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can really see the Red Sox putting in a strong offer on him. Even the Angels, they can probably put in a good offer on Brad Hand. The Blue Jays will probably do something. But honestly, I think he signs with the Red Sox.
You think?
Yeah, or maybe the Phillies. The Phillies could use him too.
I think I'm going to go complete opposite direction. I think he goes back to where he got drafted. I think he goes back to the Padres,
Oh, okay.
and he gets re-signed there.
Where they're gonna have Brad Hand, and if they sign Kirby Yates, locking down that bullpen,
I think we'll have that 1-2 combo.
that'll
and
be
then-
nasty.
Yeah,
I could see it. I think he's going to the Red Sox or the Phillies because they need bullpen help. But yeah, the
Philly-
Padres
Phillies
could
are
work too.
also another one I could get behind for sure. Is the
Mhm.
Phillies and definitely the Angels there. If depending if the Angels want to be aggressive,
I think the
Another
Angels
team
will be
I
aggressive.
think you
They've
can go
gotten a lot
to
of
is
flack recently for not building Trout
yeah.
a good
Another
team.
team I think you can go to is piggybacking on my thing with Didi here, saying that if they go to the Mets, I think he's another guy that can go to the Mets for sure for that bullpen.
That's true. And also, Edwin Diaz wasn't horrible this year. So, Brad Hand, Edwin
Exactly.
Diaz, maybe Lugo gets back in
They
the
have Dylan
bullpen.
Betances too. Like
Oh, yeah, they have Dallin. Forgot about that
he
guy.
just
The
had a
Mets are such
crappy
a good
year,
team
but
on paper.
they're just the Mets. They always
Yeah,
like
they
always
just
just
Mets do Mets things.
if you guys if the viewers listening want to listen to some Mets banner, watch Giraffe Nick Mark on YouTube. I'm sure everyone does.
Yeah.
Oh, that man kills me with his Mets banter.
I want to meet him, but I feel bad for the guy. You know, he's a Mets fan. They couldn't get Bartolo his own ring. Disappointing.
Oh, he was mad about that.
I was mad. I was mad about that. All right, so
Everyone was mad.
next up in 22nd, we have Garrett Richards, who's starting pitcher for the Padres. And honestly, I think he just re-signs with the Padres. I don't
Yeah.
really see him going anywhere else.
Other team I can see him going to, feel like we talked about them a lot, is the Angels.
Whoa, really? It's almost like they need pitching help.
Yeah, it's almost like they need pitching. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think he got drafted by the Angels, if I'm not mistaken, or he played a bunch of years with the Angels, I know for sure. But
Oh, okay.
he's the guy that definitely the Angels could get.
Plus, he's still in his prime. He's 32, so I think he just
Yeah.
wants to go to a contender. So that's why I think
Yeah.
the Padres.
Another team I can really see him going to, I don't think they'll do it, but I think the sneaky pick would be the Jays.
You think so? I would love to see that. Don't get me wrong.
I think it's a stretch, but it's definitely a show.
Yeah, I think it really depends on if we don't get some other guys on this list.
Yeah.
All right, so 21, almost in the top 20 now. Center fielder for the Boston Red Sox, Jackie Bradley Jr. I'm surprised he didn't get traded at the trade deadline this year because the Red Sox probably could have gotten at least something for him. But
Yeah.
now
I
he's
heard
probably
they
not.
wanted a ridiculous amount for him. That's
Yeah,
why.
I don't know why. He's not the greatest hitter, but he's good defensively. But I don't really know who would take him at this point. Maybe the Marlins if they need an outfielder.
They got
but...
Starling Marte in center field.
Oh, okay. Well,
They
he
just
can move
traded
to
for him.
maybe right. Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Maybe
think
the
he goes back
Pirates
to the
could go
Red
for him.
Sox. I think he goes back to the Red Sox on a 1-year deal,
And what are they gonna try and trade him again?
and then they're going to try to trade him, or he goes absolutely off.
Yeah, if he goes off, then they can probably get a good value.
Right.
But maybe they'll give him like a
team I
low
can
risk
see him Going
contract.
to is the Dodgers to replace Pollock.
But then he probably won't get much playing time in LA.
That's
Because
the thing,
Bellinger's
if
the
he
center
wants to win a
fielder. That's the
ring,
thing.
Yeah, if he wants to win a ring or versus playing time, it depends on what they want.
I mean, he's already
Yeah,
won a
if he
ring with the
wants-
Red Sox.
Yeah, true. If he wants to win another one,
Yeah, like Mookie
plus
Betts.
plus his best friends over there in Mookie Betts.
Yeah, David Price.
Right, so
Yeah.
I think if he wants to win a ring right now, he's going to go to the Dodgers. If not, I think he goes back to the Red Sox.
Okay. In 20th, we have Jake Odorizzi, and there had who was it? Bleacher Report, I think it was. They put out
Yeah,
their prediction, and they think Jake Odorizzi is going to go to the Jays on a pretty decent contract, if I do say so. I'm going to try and pull it up right now.
yeah, but they've also been saying that for the past like 3 years for free agency that we're going to get Odorizzi. So
That's true.
I don't know. I think he stays with the Twins, to be honest.
I would be okay if the Jays got him. He's a solid
I would
pitcher.
like the Jays to get him. Yeah,
He's an inning eater, is he not? So I think
he is.
yeah, he would be good considering Charlie Montoyo doesn't put our pitchers in for more than 5 innings.
Hey, he's manager of the year, so he's
I
gonna.
mean, he's nominated. I could also see him going to surprise pick here, the Angels.
I feel like that's just the theme of this video, man.
Well, the Angels
Well,
need pitching help, and he could maybe even go to the Phillies or the Red Sox because the Red Sox need a lot of pitching help as well. But I don't think he
can
will.
also maybe go to the Mets too. Like I said, Mets have a lot of money.
Didn't he play? I swear, I don't know. Someone like him played for the Mets. I don't remember who. Was it Drew Smiley? I don't know. I get those two
I don't
mixed
know.
up.
It wasn't him. Odorizzi played for Tampa for a long time.
Oh
So
yeah,
did
that's who it
Smiley.
was. Yeah, I think so did Smiley. Yeah, they were on the same team together.
He's another. He could actually go back to Tampa now. I'm thinking about it.
Or is he? Well, it depends if they re-sign Charlie Morton or not.
Yeah, I guess it depends what happens with Morton.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're gonna continue the theme of starting pitchers here, and we have Yankees starting pitcher James Paxton in 19th. I
He's
don't.
coming to the Jays. I don't care what anyone says. This is my bold prediction. He's coming to the Jays. He's from BC. That's Canadian for anyone who doesn't know.
Mhm.
He's coming to the Jays. I know he's a bigger Seattle fan, but he's coming to the Blue Jays.
Well,
He's going to be the number 2 behind Ryu.
he was already in Seattle, so if anything, he would go back there, but I doubt it. I think he's going to go to the Jays as well. I don't think he likes it in New York. Just, I don't know. He doesn't seem like a New York pitcher to me. He's just a little homegrown Canadian boy, and he's playing in the big
He's
market
also
Yankees.
very quiet. He's a quiet
Yeah.
player. Like if you follow him on Instagram or any social media, he doesn't do a lot. Right?
Yeah, and
like,
also
he's very homebody, I guess you could say.
Yeah, you remember when he threw the no-hitter against the Jays and he put up the maple leaf on his arm, showing the crowd that he has a maple leaf tattoo? Like,
yes.
How was that not Canadian for you?
I think if the Jays offer him enough money, and they better not cheap out on him. There's 2 guys I really want the Jays to get. He's one of them. That I think we actually have a shot at getting. He's one of them. We better get him. And if we do get him, I think it's going to be somewhere around the 3 to 4 year deal. And it's going to be somewhere in the $20 million range, probably.
Yeah, and whenever I play MLB The Show, I always pick up James Paxton every single time because he's so good.
Stimulates so well for MLB.
I know. It's actually like he usually has like a decent, maybe high 3, a small 4 ERA, and it actually translates well in that game. So I like James Paxton. Love to see him in a Blue Jays uniform. Imagine the big maple in the new blue. That would be fantastic.
Oh.
Yeah. Also, another starting pitcher who is a little older, actually. He's 18th on the list. He is starting pitcher for the Rays right now is Charlie Morton. Well, not anymore. The Rays, they declined his option, I think?
Yeah, because it was like $18 million, and you know the Rays, they're cheap. I don't think they have that kind of money to...
I know, they lost in the World Series, but they still don't have the money.
I think he goes back to the Rays. I think it's more of a cheaper deal, somewhere around the $10 million range, maybe.
So they're snubbing him.
Yeah,
I think he'll re-sign with the Rays as well. They're such a good team. Like they're in contention to win a World Series every year. Why would you not want to go back there?
Exactly.
All right, 17th we have Trevor Rosenthal, pitcher for the Padres.
And this is the other guy I think the Jays have a real shot at getting. I think Trevor Rosenthal comes to the Blue Jays.
I really don't know where he can go. I'm probably thinking the Phillies or the Red Sox because they need bullpen help, but he can also very well stay with the Padres.
I think he either goes to the Padres or he comes to Toronto. And I'm only saying this because Giles is out for the year for Tommy John, right? Plus, if you look at Twitter, Grichuk tweeted. If you can find the tweet, throw it up, Chris.
Yeah.
Grichuk tweeted Trevor Bauer about coming to Toronto, and then Rosenthal responded saying, "Is there room for 2 Trevors?"
Okay, I see that.
So that, if got my hopes up, he'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
pitcher.
You think he can be the closer, or do you think they would give it to Dolis though?
No, I
or maybe
don't know.
Romano.
Who knows? I think he'd definitely be a late in guy somewhere in the.
Oh yeah, for sure. We could have a pretty solid 4-man bullpen. We got Bass. If we get Rosenthal, Romano, and Dolis, that could be really interesting. Okay, so in another relief pitcher, actually, in 16th is Trevor May from the Twins. I personally don't think he should be this high, but he's still a pretty solid relief pitcher for the Twins. I don't know if he was their closer or not, but
he was. I believe.
He was. I think so. Yeah.
I don't see him leaving the Twins, to be honest.
I don't either.
They're a playoff team. He's got his role there as the closer. I think as long as the Twins offer him enough money, he's gonna stay.
I've seen a lot of videos where people do their predictions and they just put every free agent on a completely different team. I'm like, but a lot of the times players get re-signed by the same team.
Yeah.
So I think he stays with the Twins as well. I don't really know too much about him to make a super bold prediction. Maybe another team that needs bullpen help, the Red Sox and the Phillies. But other than that, I think he stays with the Twins.
He could also, if Brad Hand doesn't go back to the Padres, he could also very well go to the Padres.
Yeah, he could also go to Cleveland too. Yeah. If Brad Hand doesn't go there.
Another one he can go to. But who knows? I think it definitely goes to one of those 4 teams that we named.
Yeah. In 14th, they missed the number 15 on here. They went from 16 to...
Well, I guess we actually are doing 30 people.
That makes sense. Okay, that's probably why. Wow, nice one. Nice one, ESPN.
Nice one, ESPN.
They missed the number 13 on here. It is Tommy La Stella, second baseman from the Athletics, formerly on the Angels.
He
And
is a hit machine. That's
oh
all
my
I'm gonna
God,
say.
I want him to go back to the Angels. I don't know why.
I do too. I don't think he's going to though. Yeah. If
Honestly,
I was
if
the
I want
Angels,
to,
I wouldn't prioritize him
I
because
think
you need pitching
yeah,
bad.
I have a bold prediction here, Daniel. And I
What
think
is
if
it?
the Cardinals don't re-sign Colton Wong, they could go for Tommy La Stella
Yeah.
if he
Unless the
wants
Cardinals
less.
have like a rookie second baseman that we're just not remembering off the top of our head.
I don't think they have that many
I don't
prospects,
think
if
they
I don't
have
remember.
anyone.
No.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's really standing out. He could definitely go to the Cardinals for sure.
Oh yeah,
Another team I could see him going to is the Cubs,
they do need second baseman. They do
right?
need one.
They
Him and
need a
Baez
big
together would be pretty
yeah,
filthy.
and they were using Jason Kipnis over there, so
Oh, he's a little old.
I could definitely see him going there.
Hmm. All right, so in 13th or whatever, who knows what these numbers
I
are
don't know
with
what
ESPN
number
anymore.
we're on right now.
It's
Let's
13.
just
It
say
says
13.
13 on here. It is White Sox catcher James McCann, and I don't know if he's gonna sign with the White Sox. They have Yasmani Grandal, so I think he's gonna go to a different team. Maybe the Brewers, depending if
Yeah,
they. But they also don't they still have Omar Narvaez? That guy's a hit machine.
true.
Um,
Sure, they do have bias. Unless he got traded, I can't remember if he did.
I don't remember either, but
I know he was on Seattle at one point, but I don't know if
mhm.
that's before or
I'm
after
pretty
he
sure
got
he is on the Brewers. James
he might.
McCann, he could go to the Angels, but I don't know if the Angels are going to go for literally every single player in
You
this
know
free
who we can
agency.
go to? That's probably really realistic right now is the Astros
They do need a catcher.
because they have Maldonado behind the plate. He's a great defensive guy, but McCann can hit,
Yeah, McCann, he's
right?
better at hitting. I don't think he's as good as defensively as Maldonado, but
No,
he
I would say the
probably
Astros he goes to for
yeah, he's
sure.
30
That's
years
probably
old. Definitely doesn't want to be behind the number 2 to Yasmani Grandal, so
yeah.
I think he leaves.
I could see him platooning with Maldonado for sure
Mhm.
in Houston.
That's true. We got one of the older guys on the list next. Dodgers third baseman, the leprechaun Justin Turner at number 12. I love this guy, Justin Turner. What an
Yeah,
absolute
he is a
machine.
hit machine. He was big for them in the World Series. I don't see him leaving the Dodgers, to be honest.
You know, I do see him leaving the Dodgers, and you know where I think he's going to go? I think he's going to
Where?
come north of the border to
Oh
Toronto
my!
for a 1 year deal with the Blue Jays.
You
One
know
year,
what?
maybe 2 year.
If the Jays, I think it depends. If the Jays get some really good pitchers,
Hmm.
I could see him coming for sure. But I think he's gonna stay in with the Dodgers, to be honest.
I mean, I see that too, but we kind of need a third baseman. It really depends if Vladdy's going to slim down, and maybe if he works on his defensive, like on his defense, we can maybe
Yeah.
put Turner there, and him and Vlad can like rotate every couple of games, like rotate between DH and third every once in a
Yeah.
while. We keep Rowdy at first, and then we keep Justin Turner or Vlad there.
I
I can
wouldn't
see
be
that.
opposed to him coming to the Jays. If he signs with the Jays, I'd be ecstatic. I
Oh,
just
I'd
don't
be
see it
so happy.
happening.
But he's a little older, so I don't think he's going to get a super long contract, considering his
No,
defense
I think
is
you're right. I
falling
think it's
off a
gonna be a
bit.
1 or 2 year deal somewhere.
He's probably going to retire after that, but it really just depends on how he plays.
Who knows? He could be playing until he's 45, man.
Yeah, he could be the ageless wonder Nelson Cruz, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just outside of the top 10 is starting pitcher for the New York Yankees, Masahiro Tanaka. And I really
He's
think there's
staying with the
only
Yankees.
two teams that are really going to go for him, Yankees and the Angels.
I don't think he'll go to the Angels, to be honest.
I heard rumors that he might actually want to leave the Yankees, but I don't know why he would. They're such a good team. He's probably their second or third best pitcher depending if Severino stays healthy. He's 32
He's
years
in
old.
such a good spot over there with New York. Like, unless he doesn't like being in New York, I don't see him leaving.
No, I don't either. But I think if the Angels give him enough money, then he'll leave.
Yeah, true. I guess that's true. I guess if another team offers him enough money, that's
Mhm.
the only place I could see him really going is the Angels. Besides,
Maybe
Yankees.
Boston, but I doubt he would go to Boston
He
if
could
he's a
also go to
Yankee
the
player.
Mets.
That's true. The Mets do
If they
need
get
pitching.
paid enough, definitely could go to the Mets.
I think it depends where Stroman goes.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right, we have the top 10, and we have the fine wine of hitting, Nelson Cruz. Got that from
Fine
Draftnik
wine.
Mark.
Shout out to Draftnik Mark.
He's definitely not watching this, but he should.
If
Uh,
he is, Mark DM us. Love the club. but
Yeah,
let's be real.
honestly,
He's
I
probably
don't know
not.
how Nelson Cruz, he's 40 years old and he's hitting like what, he's 25? Like the guy's an absolute monster.
He
I
honestly
really
could have been MVP candidate this year. Just saying, he
he
hit
could have
so
been.
well.
He hit very well. I think he kind of got snubbed a little bit, but he's really good and I don't think he's going to leave the Twins. His career kind of like resurfaced once he went there. Like he was still good, but when he went to the Twins, he was like insane. So I think he likes it
I think he
in
stays with the
Minnesota.
Twins, to be honest. 1 year deal, probably going to get like 3 or 4 million bucks.
I think he might get a little more, maybe like 5 or 6, maybe 7, because
Yeah.
he did really
I
well
guess.
this year.
Yeah, I guess it depends how much the Twins have in cap.
Hmm. All right, number 9, we have I think the best relief pitcher in baseball right now, maybe behind Josh Hader, is Liam Hendricks of the Athletics.
Yeah, I think Liam Hendricks is definitely the best reliever in baseball right now,
Hmm.
and
You know
I
the
think he goes to the Angels.
the Jays used to have him.
I know, and he was complete dog poop with
Oh, he
us.
was horrible with us. He was terrible, but he can make a reunion. I'd love to see that.
I would love for him to come to the Jays, but realistically, I think he's going to like Mets, Angels, Phillies, somewhere in that category of
Yeah, I'm
teams.
feeling the Angels, Phillies, Boston, or the Jays, but I think the Phillies are number 1 on my list for them. If they
He
can
could
maybe lock
also
up 2 relievers,
he could also go to the Cubs.
that's true. Also, I could maybe see the Dodgers going on a run for him
Yeah,
if Kenley he is kind of shaky sometimes, and I don't think Blake Trinan's going to re-sign with the Dodgers, so I think Liam Hendricks might also go to LA, but not the Angels, the other one.
you know what? You can never even count out. You can't. He could also go to the Astros
That's true. He can
just
pretty
because
much
they
go
lost.
anywhere. I think any team's
Yeah,
going to throw him a
I
lot of
think you
money.
have all 30 teams in on him.
Yeah, I
You
doubt
can't
he'll go to
really.
like the Pirates, Miami, or Baltimore, but I
Yeah,
can even the
I think
Tigers. I don't see him going there, but he could even go to the Yankees, which will be really scary.
he's somewhere. He's one of the guys on this list that you literally can put him anywhere in the MLB right now,
Hmm.
and he actually has a legit shot. Let me rephrase it because that was really bad. He's one of the guys on the list that you could say it can go to any team, and it's actually believable.
That's true. I 100% agree. And in 8th, we have starting pitcher from the Giants, Kevin Gausman. I don't think he should be 8th on this list. I'd probably move him down, maybe like 4 or
He
5.
had a sneaky good year.
He did, but he just had one good year, maybe 2, but
He's had two. Plus, he didn't have defense really behind him in San Francisco.
that's true. But it is a pitcher friendly. It's a really pitcher friendly park, so
Yeah.
you never know. I think he's gonna stay with the Giants. I don't really see him going anywhere else. Maybe the Angels also. I
I see. Yeah,
have
I
to
see
say
him.
it.
He's either gonna go to one of those top teams as like a depth pitcher, or I think he goes to maybe Miami
Okay,
and fills nicely in there in like a 2 or 3 role.
that's true. He could probably go behind what's that guy's name from Miami? Sixto Sanchez.
Sixto
Yeah,
Sanchez and
he's
Sandy
also
Alcantara.
yeah Kevin Gausman. He's 29, so he's not old. So yeah,
Yeah,
he can maybe go to a team maybe that's like 1 or 2 years away from contention.
I think you can also credit the Padres possibly too.
Hmm. Padres are always in a shot for starting pitchers.
Yeah,
All right, number 7 on our list, or on this ESPN list, is Marcus Stroman from the Mets.
I
What do
think
you
he stays
think?
with the Mets.
You think so? Do you think he
I
likes?
think he
I mean,
stays.
isn't he was a Mets fan, wasn't he?
He was a Mets fan. They just got the new owner. He's gonna get paid. I think. I think the new owner's a really. I read somewhere that the new owner is a really, really big fan of Stroman's like personality and how he brings energy into the game.
Oh yeah, I love
Right.
Stroman. Like,
So I don't see him going anywhere. I think he gets paid 5
mhm.
years, probably roughly 25 million bucks.
Some other teams that I think he can go to. I'd be terrified if he goes to the Yankees. 'Cause yeah, I doubt he will because he's a Mets fan. He also could go to the Angels because they need pitching.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Watch, first
maybe
thing
even
all
the
those teams
Padres.
can get anyone. Let's be real. They're
Stroman.
gonna import again. They're gonna
Mhm.
get like some random AAA leaguer guy, and poor Trout's gonna miss the playoffs again.
Yeah, Stroman and Tatis in San Diego would be a lot of fun.
Oh, I would instantly consider switching to being a San Diego fan. No
Yeah,
offense, but
those two would have so much fun together. Even Machado with them too.
yeah. You
Yeah.
know, he could also, if he wants to make an impact and still have a team around him that's really personality wise, he could go to the Rays, depending on what their money situation is down there, and if Charlie Morton doesn't sign, because you'll
I
have
don't.
Willie Adames behind him, who's really
Yeah,
personality. Ji-Man Choi, who's an everyone favorite.
I love G-Man Choi. Yeah, I just don't
I
know
don't
if
I
Kevin
don't see
Cash would like to
Stroman going
manage
there.
him though. That's the thing. Because if he pulls Marcus Stroman like he did with Blake Snell, Stroman's gonna say something.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think the Rays. Now that I'm saying it out loud, we're talking about it. It's a long shot, just
Yeah.
because I think Stroman likes the spotlight. So expect a
Hmm.
big time team slash area for him to go to.
Yeah. In number 6, we have shortstop for the Athletics, Marcus Semien.
I'm
I
not
say
even
he
gonna lie.
resigns.
I'm not even a big Marcus Semien fan. I think he's overhyped.
Me
Um,
too. He had what,
I've
one
watched
good
him
year?
play. He had one good year. I watched him play defensively. I don't like his mechanics defensively. I think he's gets lucky with his throws. His footwork is god awful. So I think he goes back to the Athletics.
You're just ripping on the dude.
I dislike. I don't like many players. Marcus Simeon is the one guy I can't stand. I think he's
Yeah,
overhyped.
I think he's really overrated as well. Like he's a good player, don't get me wrong, and he almost won the
Yeah,
MVP
he
last
made
year
the
with a
MLB.
really
So
good
obviously pretty
season.
good.
But I think he stays with the Athletics depending on how much they pay him.
Yeah. The
Other than
fact
that,
that
I don't
he's
really know where
entering
he'd
the
go.
conversation as a top three shortstop in the league is beyond
Okay, he's
ridiculous.
at most top 5 because it goes Lindor, Seager, Story. Who else are we
Yeah.
missing here?
You can also throw Tatis in the top three.
Yeah, Tatis.
Right?
Oh, what's the other guy's name? The guy in Washington, Trey Turner.
Trey Turner.
Honestly, I think Bobichet's probably better than Semien already.
I don't even. I would struggle to put him in my top 10, to be honest. Marcus Simeon. I dislike Simeon so
He's
much.
probably 7 or 8 on my list.
That's fair.
I don't think he's
That's probably
the best
where a
shortstop. Oh,
unbiased
Correa's
fan
I
would
think is better than him as well. Bang
say.
bang
I
all you
think
want,
Labor
Correa,
Boy is
but
ahead of
you
him.
know, yeah. All right, now we're in the top 5. This is the really cream of the crop
This is
players
the
right here.
big boys. This is
This is
why
the
everyone
big
clicks on the
boys.
video because they'll all probably be on the thumbnail.
Oh yeah, we'll have at least 3 of these guys in the thumbnail. We have Marcelo Zuna.
I think he stays with the Braves.
I really don't think he stays with the Braves. I think he's gonna look for another team. I don't know why. It's kind of like how what Josh Donaldson did. You know, he had a good year with the Braves, then left, went to the Twins. I could see Marcelo Zuna signing with the Jays, but I think that's kind of a long shot. He could go to the Angels and play with Mike Trout. That would be really something to see. But honestly, I think my number one team would probably be the Padres or the Nationals because they need that Bryce Harper type
Yeah.
bat back in the lineup.
See, I wouldn't say the Nationals unless there's DHing. Unless there's DHing, it's a different story.
That's true.
But I'm saying the Braves. I wouldn't say the Nationals because he's left field. So does left field. They both don't like to play the other position,
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair. That's a good
right? So
point.
that's unless one of them decides to go play center or right. Um, but I think he stays with the Braves. Just unlike Donaldson, who left, they had Austin Riley behind him and Camargo behind him, right? So
Hmm.
they kind of had replacements for Donaldson. So Donaldson really knew he didn't have a spot.
That's true.
With Marcel in the outfield, they have Nick Markakis. Acuna staying in center for sure. Nick Markakis probably is going to be in right, platooning with someone. Ender Inciarte, if he stays, going to platoon slash depth, right?
Hmm.
He has a spot in left field for sure. Plus, if there's a DH in the league, in National League again, he'll fit perfectly with them.
Hmm. Yeah, I could see him staying with the Braves. He was, in my opinion, he should be nominated for the MVP. It should be him, Freeman, and Betts, but he wasn't nominated, so I think he still stays with the Braves. The Braves, they got a really good deal when they picked him up.
Yeah, they got, and plus the Braves are real. I think if they had Soroka healthy, that series against the Dodgers is completely different.
Yeah. Also, though, last year before he signed with the Braves, there was talks that Ozuna would go to the Jays, but I don't think he signed with them because they didn't. He didn't really think they were a contender. But now, once he looks at them, I think the Jays have a legitimate shot. We can maybe move Gurriel to center, and because Gurriel's pretty good as defense, he can pretty
Yeah.
much play anywhere.
The
And I
thing
think
is, I think last year when they were saying that, they didn't expect the production that Teoscar came with.
That is also very true.
right? 'Cause I think if you literally have a cheaper version of Marcelo Ozuna, maybe not as high as average,
Hmm.
but a cheaper version of him in Teoscar.
That's true, and I love Teoscar. He's really good.
Right?
He's
Also, I think they
biggest.
kind of look alike, sort of with the beard.
Yeah,
I think
it's true.
they low key look alike. I'm pretty
They
sure.
do a little bit. It's like the same like style of beard, except Ozuna has a little rounder of a face than Teoscar.
Yes, yes, that's
Yes.
true.
Okay, so I think we're gonna say the Braves or Washington, depending on the DH rule.
Yeah,
Um, Now we have the number one pitcher on this list. I want to do him last. I think
yeah.
he should
I
be
want to
number
do
one
him
on this
last.
list.
We do him number
So
two because I think the guy at number one deserves to be number one.
yeah, okay. So we're gonna move on to the third person, which on this list is Yankees second baseman DJ LeMahieu. And I really think there's only one legitimate option, or maybe two or three legitimate options for LeMahieu. Number one, I think the Yankees are going to pay whatever he wants to get back on this team. He has carried this Yankees offense the past 2 years. Like Judge, no. Stanton's been played like 10 games.
Yeah.
Voit, he was good this year. I have to give him that. He had a lot of homers. But LeMahieu has been that staple who literally barely has been injured, and he's won the batting title and came second, and the year
And he's
before.
in the MVP nomination for this year.
I don't think he should be, but he is.
I mean, he had a pretty good year for a second baseman, but yeah, no, I think he stays with the Yankees. They're gonna pay. They got that big New York money.
Oh yeah.
The other team I could possibly see him go to, he could be the other Mets or the other New York team, the Mets.
Yeah, I
Yes,
could see him.
They have Jeff McNeil at second, yes, but McNeil can play all over the infield. Plus,
He plays every. The guy can
outfield.
pitch if you want him to.
Yeah, he's nicknamed the flying squirrel for a reason. He can move anywhere.
Exactly. He's like Kevin Biggio, man.
Think, plus, like I said, the big money from Cohen for the Mets, he definitely could go. I think he stays in New York somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know if the Yankee fans would be too fond of him switching subways, but
I know.
you know.
The other thing is, I saw something that they might like to get rid of LeMahieu, one, to free up some money, but two, they could also move Andujar or Torres to second base and then keep the other one at short and have Gio Urshela at third.
I could see that. And also, the same Bleacher Report guys, they said that for some reason LeMahieu's going to go with the Jays for like a pretty solid amount. I think it was at 80 mil. Let me read that up. It was a pretty good amount, but I doubt it. Where are we going to put him in second? But like we have Kevin Biggio there, and we might re-sign VR. And plus, those guys are younger than him, so.
Yeah, I don't see LeMahieu coming to the Jays. And I just realized that I predicted earlier that like Stroman's going to be making 25 mil. That's false. I just realized how hawk baseball works off the top of my head. They're going to make a lot more money. He's going to make somewhere between 70 and 80 million.
Oh, I thought you meant for 1 year.
Yeah, okay, maybe 25 for 1 year. That's
25
more.
1 year. Okay, so now we got 3 players left. And number 2 is on this list was George Springer. And he said, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not wrong, he said he wants to leave the Astros because he wants to get out of that toxic environment with like the cheating scandal. And I think a big landing point, and this might be me saying as a biased Jays fan, but I think he's coming to Toronto.
You know, the Jays do need a center fielder. I don't think we have the money for him, to be honest.
I think we do.
If LeMahieu's going to get paid 80 million, this guy's going to be getting paid, I think, in the hundreds. Easily hundreds.
Yeah. But there will always be that small asterisk beside his name with 2017. So I think that'll cut off a little bit of the money that he's getting.
That's true. Plus, he had a good year. He had a pretty decent year this year.
Yeah, he was like out of like the 4 that were like caught cheating pretty much, like Altuve, Springer, Bregman, and Correa. I think he had the best year. Maybe Bregman. Yeah, maybe Bregman did, but he wasn't Altuve, so I think he signed to Toronto. I really don't know where else he can go. Maybe Boston if Jackie Bradley leaves, but
the theme of this video, and I've been saying it a lot, he could very well go to the Mets.
That's true. The Mets do need a center fielder.
I don't even know who they have in center field.
I think it's Conforto, don't they? Or is he left? I mean, Springer, Conforto would be a pretty nice outfield, and then you can maybe put
Nimmo. And Nimmo's like a depth kind of guy. Yeah, I could definitely see him. Mets has always needed another center fielder.
Mm-hmm.
I could really see him going to the Mets, especially with, like I said, the new money for this billionaire. Because a lot of people don't realize, and I'll kind of explain why I keep saying this. Since they had the shortened season, a lot of the previous owners around the league lost money, right?
Oh yeah.
But since there's a fresh owner coming into the league, he's basically like he's equal. He
Yeah, he
didn't
didn't
really
lose anything.
because it was the old manager that paid everything and lost all the money.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the number 2 player in this video, and it is Reds starting pitcher Trevor Bauer, and he's 29 years old, so he's got a couple of years left in the tank, maybe even 10. You never know.
I think this is an easy question. I think he goes to the Astros. You know.
Yeah, of course.
Like you said, if he goes to the Astros, at least he knows the other team won't know what he's throwing.
That's so true. Yeah, Trevor Bauer, he's the tweet master. He's just tweeting out it like when the what's it called? I think it was the Braves. They lost, and he's like, so I guess the Braves need starting pitching or something. And then he said something about the Jays, and then Randall Grichuk told him to come to Toronto, and so there's so many teams.
He also said the Dodgers could use some starting pitching with Kershaw looking shaky in the playoffs. Like,
yeah, I know.
He's another guy that we even talked about this with Liam Hendricks. He can go anywhere in the league at this point.
Yeah, I heard he doesn't want a long contract. I think he only wants like maybe 2, maximum 4 years with the team.
Yeah, I think it'd probably be a 3 or 4 year deal for Bauer. I honestly, you could take all 30 teams. He's crazy enough. He might even go to the Pirates or something.
Yeah, it depends. Who cares? He's like, I just want to have some fun. Like Trevor Bauer's type of guy that would go to the Pirates because they have like the best popcorn or something. So you never know.
He would definitely do that.
Yeah,
I saw a picture and it was literally picture of Trevor Bauer, and the caption was, "Where's Trevor Bauer gonna sign?" Or like, "I can guarantee you Bauer's gonna sign here," and it was like his jersey, and there was all the MLB logos on it.
Yeah, honestly, I think my number 1 pick for Bauer would be the Angels. I really think they're gonna pursue him really hard. Also, the Mets. Imagine like DeGrom, Bauer, and Syndergaard. That would be absolutely insane. And then maybe the Jays because we need some starting pitching. He can be a good ace or number 2 behind Ryu.
Yeah, I to be honest, I think if we're being realistic, Angels, if you're listening, whoever the Angels GM is, I really don't know, but you need to go after this guy. You need to help Mike Trout. Give him the money, especially if he wants a 3 or 4 year deal, if that's true, because I actually don't know. You need to go after this guy for sure. Like, he could be an easier ace for sure. Throw Dylan Bundy behind him, get a couple depth guys, and you're set.
Yep. I 100% agree. I think Angels are his best bet to go to, but he can come to Toronto if he wants. I won't say anything negative about that.
I think any fan would be happy with Bauer on their team.
Yeah, honestly. I don't think he's going to re-sign with the Reds. That's probably a big no. I think that's the one no for him.
No, I like I said, he could be crazy enough to go back to the Reds.
Yeah, you never know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, now the number 1 player on this list. This video has been going long. It's almost been an hour, actually.
Is it really?
Yeah. How long has it been? It has been 48 minutes, Daniel.
If you want, you could just start at like 20 or whatever.
Nah, it's fine. We got JT Realmuto, the number 1 catcher in baseball. If anyone says otherwise, I will fight them on it. He is the best catcher in baseball.
Unless you put Yasmani Grandal there.
No.
That's the only person I'll accept ahead of Realmuto.
I won't. I will not accept that.
Yeah, I could see the case for.
I mean, maybe Alejandro Kirk, but you know.
Oh, yeah. You might as well throw Alejandro Kirk there.
Yeah, he's a folk hero.
Grandal, that's the only person I wouldn't be mad at. But
yeah.
Obviously, the best player in this draft, in this free agency, the best catcher in this free agency for sure. Young guy, 29. I think he goes to the Mets.
Really? You think he goes to the Mets? I heard rumors of the Mets going to pursue him. I also heard rumors of the Jays going to pursue him. I heard the rumors of the Angels. I heard rumors of the Astros.
I don't think the Jays are going to get him.
I know the Jays have too much catching depth to go for him.
Yeah.
He could. The Phillies are a good team to re-sign him as well.
I really think he goes to the Mets. I think I've been saying a lot about the money. I think this is the one guy that gets paid by the Mets. You're looking up in like the $150 million contract range for sure.
I think 200.
Might even be like 200. he's gonna get paid. And I think if he signs with the Mets, then they start getting guys like Gosman. They get guys like Hendricks. They get guys like
Mhm.
Rosenthal. They get all the guys that we mentioned before that I said possibly could go to the Mets.
Mhm.
LeMahieu, I think if
That would be a
Brian
that's a
Mets are
good
gonna be
team right
straight.
there. If
Yeah.
they somehow get Bauer and JT Realmuto, the
Yeah.
Mets they're going to be a World Series favorite.
Yeah, for sure. And that's my top prediction for them is for him to go to the Mets. I wouldn't be surprised if he stays with the Phillies though.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
I think every baseball fan kind of wants him to go to the Angels though, just to help Trout out.
I know. I mean, Mike Trout, if you want to just opt out of your contract and come to Toronto, we'll take you, dude. You know.
Yeah, anyone would, but yeah,
Yeah.
no. I think as a baseball fan, I want him to go to the Angels just to see Trout do better. But
Yeah.
I think realistically, he's gonna go to the Mets.
Yeah, I agree with that too. So everybody, that's our free agent predictions. I know this video has been long. Hope you all enjoyed listening to us talk about baseball. It's one of our favorite things to do.
Follow the Instagram channel, 450.deadcenter.
Oh yeah, definitely.
there
Definitely
every
check that out.
We just put up a JT Realmuto one, so check it out if you
Mhm.
haven't. Also, as we said before, hit the subscribe button down below. Let's try to get this sub count
Yeah,
up.
let's
You know, I'm
hopefully by the end of
20
the year we can reach 100 subscribers.
Yeah, I am 100 by the end of the year. I think that's the goal.
That's a good goal. I would like that goal. All right, thanks so much for watching the podcast and
Peace out.
yeah.